acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want to talk, then you wouldn't hear shit at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the head don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Right back to him on first down. Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daxton Hill. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow They can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play.
Here we go.
But now it's all for naught.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this down to the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is. Putting his foot in.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll take it inside the 25.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, a 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They've definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 empty.
Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throw left side complete to Chase. Touchdown Bengals! Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McPherson on for the point after. make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 23, Chiefs 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Ready?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Burrow will throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Second and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mahomes now on first down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hill. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
Here we go. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes under pressure. They got him again. Trey Hendrickson, his 2nd sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Hill to return it. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need.
And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 51 yards. points. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, we gotta go score.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Guns.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
11 MPs, hey. 11 MPs.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And passing yardage-wise, now over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins, 31 yards. And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 yards on the pick up there. It's fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching the but I don't have a